Okay guys, so in this video we're going to be talking about how to set up TradingView. So you may be asking, what is TradingView? Well, TradingView is the platform that we use to see the markets, okay, to actually view the markets, and we actually analyze our markets on here. And of course we import the numbers from TradingView onto our MT4, MT5 to enter the trades, right? So basically TradingView is our third-party platform which we use to analyze the markets, and again do our analysis, etc. And in this video I'm going to be talking about how you can set up, how to get your chart colors like mine, or if anything like your own. Again, you may be asking, okay, why is your chart colors like this? Javier, why is it black and grey? Is it not red and green? Well, it's a psychological factor which is actually proven that when you see the green and red charts, it actually has an effect to your psychology when trading. So it's a case where it's best to change the colors to a more dull color, so you don't have no sort of emotion when you see that red candle or that green candle. Okay, so again, of course you want to set up your TradingView account. They do provide you with a free account, okay. However, I would always advise invest that, I think it's £20 a month towards the monthly subscription, where you can get a few more features. You can add alerts. What alerts? Alerts are just points where you can, of course, put let's basically like an alarm. Once price reaches a certain point, for example, I've set an alert right now, we're going to see at this point right here. Once price reaches a certain point, you will get a notification either to your phone or to your email, etc., just to let you know that prices reached this certain point. These are good when we get to supply and demand and lower time frame. Just before you enter a trade, you can of course set your alerts to know that prices reached a certain point, so you can actually enter the trade. Okay. But anyway, moving on, how do you set your TradingView up? Well, firstly, what you want to do is, if you don't have the app, you can obviously do it on Google or whichever browser that you use. You want to go into your settings. You want to go into color theme. Once you go to color theme, you want to go to oh, I think I've done it completely wrong. No, what you want to do is right click. Sorry about that. You want to right click, go into settings. Once you go into settings, you should see something like this with chart settings, and then of course you should have the side links of symbol, status line, scales, canvas, trading, and events. Okay, so the only few that we're going to be looking at is these ones right now. Anyway, what you want to do is you want to click onto body, make sure that it's ticked, and change your color to this gray right here. Okay, change your color. This is for your bullish candle, this is for your candles that are going up. Okay, you want to change it to gray. And for your bearish candles, the candles that are going down, you want to change it to black, which is this black setting right here. For borders, we can take borders off. We don't need borders. Just makes our charts look a bit more cleaner. Okay, for wicks, we want to change it both to black, right? So here, wicks, just make sure that's ticked and put both of these options to black. For price line, I think you can just leave that as it is. For previous day close, you can leave that as it is as well. And just make sure these two are unticked, okay? Now moving on to status line. Okay, you just want to go ahead and tick these ones here. Usually I think these are default settings anyway, so you don't need to worry too much about this one. Now of course you want to move to scales. Scales, I think that should be the same as well. These should all be default. Okay, but if you just go ahead and compare it to my one and just make sure it's all the same. Okay, and with canvas, what you want to do is make sure you're, depending on your background color, make your background color solid and make it white. Okay, your grid lines, just decrease the opacity on both of them. Okay, because we don't use grid lines, we don't use indicators. The only indicator we'll use is Asian session, which I'll move on to after I've shown you guys how to of course set up your TradingView. Once you've done that, you want to of course these are all irrelevant as well, you don't need to worry too much about that. With scales, actually, just make sure that your opacity is all the way down. Apart from that, I think that's it, we're good. And in terms of this, you don't need to worry too much about this. And I think, yeah, that's it, we're done, guys. So it's mostly symbols and canvas. Okay, just make sure your symbols and canvas is the same settings as mine, right? In terms of that, what else you want to do is, when you see this right here, okay, this line right here, you just want to click the side button and you want to start trend line. Okay, you want to start trend line. All that does is it puts it at the quick access area, so you can just quickly access these points. Okay, so you want to star trend line, because we'll be using that a lot. If you go onto fib retracement, you want to star your fib retracement. We will be using that time to time as well, and you'll go ahead and see later in the videos what we will be using that on. And then of course you want to go on this one here. Right, your positioning might be a bit different to mine, so you might just need to figure out where your positioning is, right? But you want to, of course, star your long position and short position. All this is it tells you, for example, if you're entering a buy setup, this will be your stop loss region, this grey area, and the green region would be when you're in profit. Okay, that's all that is. And of course, you have the other opposite of that as well, which is your short position. Your red area is when you're in when price is within your stop loss, and when it's within your green, it's when price is within your when you're in profit. Sorry. Okay. Now moving on, you want to have your arrow. Okay, just star your arrow, and most importantly, your rectangle. Will be using this a lot as well. You want to star your rectangle, and you also want to star your path tool. Okay, path tool is just this. You're going to be seeing me use this a lot throughout the videos. Okay, it's just sometimes when you're doing your market analysis, it's a good thing to have to mark out your analysis for the week ahead, just to see where you've predicted price to go and see what actually happens. And apart from that, you should be good, guys. Okay, next video we'll be talking about how to set up your MT4 and MT5. Again, all I said is TradingView is a platform that you use to of course just analyze your charts on, to see the markets right here, because sometimes looking at MT4, MT5 on your actual trading platform might be a bit different. It's a bit easier to look at it on here as well. I've also forgot to actually mention in this video, you want to add your pairs. Okay, so how do you add your pairs? Let me just go ahead and X all of these ones off. Right, so what you want to do is have you should see this add sign here. You should click this, and these are the pairs that we will be trading. Number one is going to be Euro USD. You want to search up Euro USD and add Euro USD FXCM or Awanda. Any of these is fine. In my instance, I like to use Awanda, so I will take Awanda. Okay, next pair that we'll be adding is GBP USD. Okay, this is the pound against the dollar, so we just go ahead and add the Awanda broker. Okay, why we added Awanda? Just because Awanda is the most accurate to the actual markets. Okay, these are all brokers, right? These are all brokers. Each, for your trade to go through, you need to go through a broker. Your broker will place the trade, and of course, when you're taking out on the trade, it'll go through your broker. Your broker will process it, and then you will take out. Okay, and now of course, once you've done GBP USD, you want to add US 30. Okay, US 30. If you search up US 30, it should be this one here. Don Jones 30. Oops, Don Jones 30 Black Ball. Okay, you want to add US 30 Black Ball. Now you want to also add XAU USD, which is gold. XAU USD, you just select Awanda. Okay, and we also want to add DXY. We'll be using DXY to analyze against other pairs. This is just the dollar index indice, right? This is just the main dollar indice, and we'll be using this as well. And apart from that, we also want to have USD CAD. So if you go ahead and add USD CAD as well, same thing, you want to add USD CAD Awanda, right? And I think that should be it, guys. Let me just check. Euro USD, GBP USD, US 30, XAU USD, which is gold, US 30, which is a indice. It's a collection of 30 stock pairs, right? Just collated into one. Okay. Then we have DXY, which is another indice, the main dollar indice. We'll be trading USD CAD as well. And apart from that, I think we're good for now. These are the only pairs that we'll be dealing with. Mainly myself, I only trade Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CAD. These are the main pairs that I trade. Okay, and of course I use DXY just to mark my analysis against this, and you'll know later in the video why we use DXY. Okay, but yeah, guys, this is all we need to know for now. In terms of the tools, right? With the tools, we just use the box, okay, to mark out certain candle places. Okay, mark out certain candle regions. We'll be using this, for example, when you do get into it, for supply and demand zones, for your order blocks, etc. don't worry about the terminology just yet. We'll get into that, and hopefully throughout the content you'll end up picking it up. Okay, we'll be using short position tools just to, of course, label where we're going to enter a trade, where we're going to position our stop loss, and where we're going to position our take profit. Right, stop loss is just where once price reaches this certain point, you'll be out of the trade at a certain loss. Okay, because we don't, of course, we have to ensure that our risk management is on point, etc. And this line here is just our entry line, and of course the bottom is just our take profit level where we are going to be exiting the trade. And again, same thing with the buy tool as well. The buy tool is just the same thing. This is where we'd be entering the trade, this line here, right? This line at the bottom is where the trade will automatically take itself out for us, and this area right here is where we take our take profit levels, right? Anyway guys, hope that made sense. See you guys in the next video.